Hello, I am Stephanie Joy, the attorney at All Things Social Security and Joy Disability Law. Your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you that if you click the join button below, you can learn more about the memberships offered at a very affordable price that can give you a little more direct attorney answers to your questions. Have a great day and enjoy the video. Hey, everybody. Okay, I had a great question from Mr. Polaris, so I'm going to share it with you guys because I think it really is deserving of some clarity here. Okay, he had asked, why do I see in the SSA book and online things that certain things, I'm misreading this, can't be held against you, such as lawn, laundry, small shovel path of snow, because they contribute to safe, clean, healthier people on SSI. So here's the thing. He's asking why he thinks he's reading that being able to do your lawn, doing laundry, shoveling your snow, etc., can't be held against you. This is really kind of a loaded question, guys, because what you do is what you are ostensibly, potentially capable of doing because you're doing it. Now, doesn't mean it's safe for you to do so. If you have a medical impairment, that would be contraindicated by that. But so it is true that what you do around your home is not going to be considered SGA activity, even if in the real market, payment for such chores would constitute way more than SGA. If you had someone cleaning your home, cooking your meals, doing your laundry, doing your lawn, shoveling snow, even a small path, and other such things that everyone has to have done around their house to some degree, more or less, and oftentimes it's less than we would like once we're disabled, that activity that you might be doing, even if it's part-time, could easily be worth more than SGA, which is $1,550 in 2024. And normally, our activity, even if we're not getting paid, but if the market value of that kind of activity would be for hire and would be more than what SGA is, we're going to get the boot and it's going to be counted as if we are working SGA, even if we're not collecting the money. Okay. But there is the concept that things we do around our home to, pardon me, to keep ourselves alive and in basic care are not to be held in terms of determining whether it's SGA. So that's a good thing. However, don't take that to mean that they can't look at what you do around your home and determine that it shows you can do work-related tasks that would enable you to do some sort of job full-time. Perhaps a job that's far less arduous, far less pain than what you used to do. But that is the definition of not being disabled if you can do some other full-time job, right? As a general rule. So you're never going to be held to the SGA standard. You're not going to lose on grounds of SGA by doing this kind of activity, even if it would in the regular marketplace, you'd have to pay someone more than $1,550 a month to do it for you. So you're safe on that aspect. But let's face it, if you're doing snow shoveling and you have a back that you say you can't walk 20 feet due to severe impairment and pain, but you're out there even shoveling a small, area of your property, sidewalk, that is going to look a little inconsistent with somebody who says they can't walk 20 feet. One of those things is going to be untrue, right? So, and if they already know you shoveled the snow because you told them or they saw you, then, or you reported it in your function report, well, then that's going to be a little inconsistent with I can barely walk a few feet, right? As an aside, when you do answer things in the function report, and we have a whole playlist on function report answers, guys, that can really help you to let you know what they're getting at and what they're not asking for. So you don't necessarily explain things in a way that would be detrimental and give a false light onto your capacities. When you answer those questions about chores and stuff like that, household chores, remember that if you say, I do laundry, if you only do laundry once every week or two and you get help in any way, whether it's carrying the basket, someone else folds, maybe you only do the folding, you're going to want to specify that that is not full-blown laundry and in what ways it's not. Because otherwise, it's, hey, you can do laundry. Then why can't you be a laundry person in a hotel? Come on now. So anyway, just wanted to tag that on the end there because it's really important. I see people really be too vague in some ways to make themselves, well, they don't mean to, but they're making themselves look far more capable than they are, that they do far more than they do. And you just want to make sure you don't do that when you are working on your function report and or testimony. You want to be, if you're going to be saying something, tell the full story, not the part that will hurt you alone. Okay. And again, doing household activities like that, they're not going to be held against you like other activities would be. Volunteering can be held to be SGA value. Let's say someone volunteers 30 hours a week. Oh, I volunteer. I'm disabled. I volunteer 30 hours a week at the local food pantry, handing out bags of food or whatever. Well, you could feasibly be a cashier. 30 hours a week, that's pretty arduous. So doing this stuff around your home cannot be accounted for as being valued at more than SGA or any kind of SGA. So, alrighty. I hope that answers that question. I'm trying to see if I give him, yeah, that's pretty much how I answered it in writing. So anyway, I'll chat with you guys later. Very important to know. Talk to you later. Hey, so if the subject matter of the video you just listened to is of interest and you want more on it, stay tuned. Here's another one about the same topic, but a little bit different. Bye now. Hey, this is for you with regard to question number 14 on the function report. So I see an answer that says, and let me just see if I can read it more clearly. It's under house and yard work. And the question asks, list household chores, both indoors and outdoors, that you're able to do. For example, cleaning, laundry, household repairs, ironing, mowing, etc. Okay. So what is not a good response? Unless it's absolutely accurate, which I've never, ever heard of. Because the people for whom it would be accurate are probably bedridden. Okay. So if someone says that they don't do any housework because of pain and limitations of whatever sort, I want you to just think about that in a little different light when you answer this, okay? When you eat something, do you take your plate to the sink? I didn't say clean the kitchen. Did you take your plate to the sink? Do you do that basic minor chore? Because it would be a really, really, really severely disabled person that probably, again, is probably not even just a wheel-bound person, because I think wheelchair bound often does things like that. So what I'm getting at is most people do at least clean up their footprint behind them. That would be taking your plate to the sink. It could be if you cut a piece of toast, you wipe up your crumbs and don't leave them on the counter for a week, inviting mice or whatever. We're not talking about anything hefty. I'm not even talking about doing the dishes. But then some people might say, and I wash my own dish, and then later I put it away. You know, there are things that are so literally just a few seconds that I think not acknowledging that you do them, probably because you didn't think about it, would leave the impression that you're not being honest, which then can kill credibility for a whole case, or that you're really lazy and that the reason why you're not doing more isn't because of the impairments, which clearly you could do that, but then you're just lazy. So you don't really want either one of those kind of behind the scenes impression, even if it's not spelled out and will never be stated as such. when you're denied. So let's be as accurate as we can with this one, okay? Again, if it's something small, it could be that you, when you take your clothes off to go to bed, you put them in a hamper. Doesn't mean you do the laundry, you know? You don't have to say you do laundry. Put clothes in hamper. Turn off the lights. You know, there's all these little things. So give it some thought, and try to make sure you have a properly responsive answer, okay? And then we'll go through the rest of them as we go along here. All right, thanks. Bye.